So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Now it's Seedorf. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, can they get him away? Rummenigge! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's having a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Oh, that's a fine interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Distributed tidily.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Oh, easy pickings there. Gattuso. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And the pass is intercepted.
Gullit really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the real chance! He's been caught on it here. Opts to... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Seedorf is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Gullit. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Gattuso. Bellingham is the guilty party there. And it's Bellingham. Gattuso looking to pass their way up the pitch. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. That's destined for the flank. And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Konate. Hakimi. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. That has ended up in no man's land. Some front-footed pressing going on here. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Bellingham. Gullit.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, no joy this time. Pullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Hakimi. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Bellingham. This might spell danger.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he was quick to react. Konate. Lahm. Strong running down that left flank. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. That's a good run down the left. Pullet never out of the action for very long. And it's Hakimi. Bellingham. And that interception. That's the end of the first 45. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Pullet. João Neves. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Araujo gets a foot in here. Great ball, and the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Hakimi clears. Now that looks a decent ball. Decent chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Lahm plays it in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Lovely bit of skill. Hakimi, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. That's a good ball out wide. Bellingham threads one in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Can he spark a counter here? Saliba. Now Gattuso. Van de Ven. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Could move up a gear here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Pullet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Pullet. Pullet. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bellingham. And it's Seedorf. Pullet. Tchouaméni. João Neves. Tries to play it through. Foot in. Seedorf. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries a shot! And he's stuck it away! And that could well be the winner!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless. Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Ball has bounced loose now.
Borussia Dortmund really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Towering header! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Botafogo have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. And it's Rice. And he shoots! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Corner number 2 then. And he was alert to it. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Gattuso. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Botafogo. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Into the last 5 minutes. Rice. Space for him to turn and look. Can he get it through? Plays it across. And a header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And the keeper's given it away. Shot at goal! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really...
And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Konate, Van de Ven. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Botafogo can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Gullit voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And Gullit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Aimed at the far side. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. And here's Gullit. João Neves! And he's really put himself on the line here. Botafogo have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Lahm delivers. Good read, needed to be. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Araujo. Botafogo are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Yamal. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
João Neves running with the ball. Played back. And it's Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Chance, surely! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Hakimi. No goals as yet.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal. Pinches it off him. Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. Oh, this is a great real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And here's Gullit. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Gattuso. Rummenigge. He's beaten. And the finish! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Cross needs to be good. Mbappe.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's been shifted off it. Half an hour played now. Seedorf. Gullit. Oh, they could break here. Seedorf. That's a little off target. Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, important interception. Hakimi. Konate. And it's Hakimi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Seedorf. João Neves. Lahm. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played through into space. Yamal. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And he's quick to return it. And Gullit! Same again, same outcome. Bellingham.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And it's Seedorf. Oh, good take in a good area. Gullit! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looks sharp.
And the referee has blown for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think it's been a decent enough watch, despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Can he get on the end of this? And this is Gullit. He's found a way through. And the shot! Yamal.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bellingham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hakimi. Now it's Gullit. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Gullit is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Bellingham, he's got away. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. And he's managed to get free. Threads one in. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Good ball, good take. Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bellingham makes a dash for it. So what can they make of this? And it's Gullit. Great pick. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! The first significant strike. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Borussia Dortmund have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And here's Thuram, and that interception was most necessary.
Botafogo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. I think, oh, he's been caught napping. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Played into space. Pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Šeško. Bellingham.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's a promising position. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, super ball. Shapes to shoot! And a neat finish. Botafogo back on level terms. Well, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Aos 36 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 14. Substituição.
Borussia Dortmund can make their change now with a break in play. You're looking at a different game now.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And it's Rice. Tries to play it through. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Aims beyond the defence. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Gattuso. Bullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, just skips past his man.
Minutos de acréscimo.
2 minutes to be added on. Thuram. Burmo. Tries to pass it through. And that is not getting there. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Oh no, this does not look good. And here's Hullet. Oh, good spread. Nice control. There's the delivery. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's intervened well there. And it's Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, shooting chance! Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness. And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Saliba. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Now it's Mbappe. Lahm. It's Bellingham. Borussia Dortmund do have a chance to counter here. Hakimi. João Neves. Out towards the flank. Hoisted in.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Still goalless at the moment. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, nicely intercepted.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Hakimi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
João Neves. João Neves puts a cross in.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Takes aim and cross. Towering header! No, not the best of headers. Gattuso just eases him off the ball. João Neves. And it's Neves. Lahm receives it in a wide position. And the shot! Schmeichel is there and he can get that clear. Mbappe receives it. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Well, there's the clearance. Traumeri. who's going to be first to this? And he's managed to get rid. Van de Ven. Gattuso. Tchouameni. And it's Neves. And it's Neves. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
João Neves really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Bellingham. Bellingham charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. It's run loose here. Gattuso. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. He's found a way through. Nice interception, well timed. Shot at goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Botafogo have their third corner. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Oh, it's played into the area. And now they can spring out of defence. Hakimi. Gattuso. Seedorf. Pass somewhat off target. João Neves. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
Botafogo certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So we're off again.
Botafogo clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Threads one in. Now the ball in. And back out. Great defending, strong and determined. Bellingham. Bellingham makes a dash for it. It's played through for him. Mbappe has it in a wide position. And it's been hooked away. Bullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bellingham. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And he can thump it away. Thinks about the shot. Passes short and sharp. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Botafogo choosing to make the first change. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Thuram tries to play it through. That is a brilliant interception. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Saliba. And it's Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Gullit. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gullit looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Saliba and Hakimi. And the counter is on. Araujo. Lahm. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gattuso. And it's Bellingham. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Thuram. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. Great chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. And he's intervened well there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Tchouaméni. Looking for the run. That's good play.
Botafogo clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Tchouaméni. And here's Gullit.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 11. Camisa 21.
It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Rice. It's a good ball out wide.
Camisa 5. Camisa 13. Substituição.
Goes for a shot! Off the post. And he's quick to get rid. It's a goal kick. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Greenwood. And the return pass Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Marlon. Well read, and the danger is averted. Timber.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Great vision, and that's a good ball. Spread it left. Eze's cross. It's out for a goal kick. That's been cut out, well played. And that is as far as it goes. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Botafogo certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. And here's Hullet. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal. Yamal. Goes for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Botafogo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Hakimi. João Neves. And it's Hakimi. Bellingham. Seedorf. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, this is Rummenigge! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Hakimi plays it short. Forced to go back. He's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. And he was quick to react. And now the breakaway. Araujo makes a dash for it. Mbappe wants to run onto this.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Hakimi. Hakimi carries the ball down the right. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Hakimi. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, chance for a shot! Missed by a fraction. Konate. Gently down. Borussia Dortmund are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. João Neves. This is promising. And the finish! And there's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Yamal, played out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gattuso. Now it's Gullit. Yamal. Hakimi tries to clear. He's having a pop! Against the crossbar! And now they can clear their lines. Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Hakimi. And here's Bellingham.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Seedorf. Great vision.
Gullit really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm. Strong running down that left flank. And here's Mbappe.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Driving on and making good progress. Chance, surely! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Into the lead once more. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Borussia Dortmund leading now. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Good effort from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Yamal. João Neves can clear it away. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Agentes de segurança de cada bloco, dirijam-se à sala de controle imediatamente. Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 10. Camisa 15.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Camisa 11.
Botafogo can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Camisa 8. Substituição.
Botafogo come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
It's a good run down the right. Thuram receives it in a wide position. Ferran Torres.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rummenigge. And he's worked it through. Always goal side. Real chance here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Greenwood proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Burmo touches it back. Bullet needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Thuram. And Burmo. Oh, shooting chance! And he thumps it clear. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Botafogo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Can he finish? Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And he will. Great chance! He's beaten it. It's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 22. Camisa 9.
Botafogo have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Botafogo drag themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Burmo. He's a sharp little ball here. Gattuso. It's Seedorf. Greenwood, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai. It's Vinicius Junior. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Greenwood. 75 minutes played. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rummenigge. Now it's Greenwood. It's a good spell of possession, this. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Greenwood. Greenwood. He's having a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they're back in front. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tchouaméni cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. There's the shot!
Borussia Dortmund can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Greenwood, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Lahm.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Shot at goal! And that's a sharp finish. And right near the end, we have parity. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. And that's it. Magic. What a magical football match. and genuine respect all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Botafogo can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van de Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt his career, but there's nobody really capable of outrunning him.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Hakimi ventures forward.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking for options for movement. And Seedorf! Fantastic from Clarence Seedorf!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bellingham has been caught there, it's a foul. It's a good 30-35 yards out, this. And it's Neves. And it's made its way to him, and he decides to cross it. Seedorf plays it long. That has been cut short.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
João Neves. The less said about that pass, the better. Gattuso. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Botafogo are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Rummenigge! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Botafogo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on.
Shot, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Searching pass he's played there. It's a goal kick. Oh no, this does not look good. Gullit with the foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Van de Ven. Now it's Gullit. Good pressure, determined, intense. Saliba. Back towards the middle. And it's Seedorf. Oh, this looks sharp. That's good defending, very good defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, but... And Gullit! It's a goal! Botafogo back on level terms! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Gullit. He has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they get themselves in front! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Aos 36 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 18.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Tchouaméni. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Seedorf. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. João Neves. Good take. Big chance! And that's a sharp finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will stick.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finish.
Takes a shot! Gattuso. Seedorf. And it's Hakimi. And here's Hullet. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking for the run. Oh, what a ball! And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Now this, and the shot! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Konate, Saliba, and the referee has blown for half-time. Botafogo are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. Borussia Dortmund kick off the second half. And Konate, Saliba, looks to the other side, And Hakimi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Konate. And it's Gattuso. Looking tidy in possession here. Saliba. Can he get on the end of this? Gattuso.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary. João Neves really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Rummenigge! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Saliba. Bomo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Hullet currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
João Neves. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? Oh, super goal! A finish of true class! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Botafogo can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Thuram.
Camisa 27.
He's on the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Yamal. Chance here to counter. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Just about up to 75 minutes.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 8. Camisa 9.
Look at the space here.
Para a entrada de camisa 14.
Borussia Dortmund really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
No, he is not giving anything away. Doku running with intent. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a shade optimistic. He is through here. Kluivert. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, that's beautifully weighted, and he was alert to it.
Doku.
Gattuso. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's in a great position here.
Botafogo really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it.
Great chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. Vinicius Junior! Botafogo, moments now away from seeing this one out.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. So that's it. It is all over. Botafogo have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And Gullit! Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Clarence Seedorf is good enough to mix it up there with the best on the planet.
In practically every position.
Yeah, he can perform a whole number of roles in keeping with that Dutch trait of total football, and he can have the swaying influence here too.
Chance here to counter. Mbappe. Oh, this is a terrific run. Stood up well to him there. And it's Seedorf. Now it's Gullit. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Konate.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mbappe. Van de Ven wins the duel this time. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Neither side yet able to find the net. Bellingham. Gattuso.
Borussia Dortmund definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Tchouaméni. And here's the chance to counter. Good running, strong and purposeful. Tchouaméni. And here's Gullit. Yamal. Gullit. And it's Bellingham. He is through here. Yamal. And the ball is out of play. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Bellingham gets into a good position. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Saliba. Bournemouth. Now João Neves. And it's Neves. Bournemouth. Seedorf does really well to win the ball there. Yamal running with the ball. And this is Gullit. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's in on goal. And the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Aos 32 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 18.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Yamal, and it's Gullit. Now Gattuso. Saliba. Bournemouth producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Burmo. Now this could... He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. He's being urged to shoot. Shapes to shoot! And no mistake. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Seedorf. And it's Gullit. He's played it back. Now Saliba.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Lahm. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Botafogo will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 10.
Borussia Dortmund kick off the second half.
Botafogo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Pinches it off him. He's picked his way through. And Burmo. Very nicely done.
Gullit really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Yamal. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Saliba making good progress on the right-hand side. Botafogo do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Yamal has created one goal already. Great vision. And this is Gullit. And they've got rid. Botafogo can't breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Seedorf. Driving on and making good progress. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Engages and forces him off the ball. That has not gone well. And here's Bellingham. Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And Burmo. And this is Gullit. Vinicius Junior. Yamal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Camisa 22, camisa 15, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 27, camisa
Lahm plays it
7,
short.
camisa 14.
Delivers with whip. Oh, that's a fine interception. Nicely aimed pass. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodgers.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he welcomes it in. Yamal. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Borussia Dortmund ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Rodgers. Saliba. Hullet looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, what they've got to realise.
There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Sai para a entrada do jogador.
Van de Ven.
Camisa 20. Teremos
good
uma
read.
substituição.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Into the last quarter of an hour. That's good running with the ball. Rice. That's really well manoeuvred. Eze.
Borussia Dortmund really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Thuram, takes a shot! Another one of football's and how moments.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Botafogo have their second corner now. Saliba can get it clear. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Looking to play him in. Is there any... Vinicius Junior! Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Marlon. He's having a pop! Oh, cracking effort.
Marlon certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tchouaméni really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Marlon, just eases him off the ball. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Oh, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Botafogo can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some